what I learnt from avoidant personality types. In case we haven't met yet, I'm Jess. I'm the sole founder of Life in Confidence. And you might be thinking, what is an avoidant personality type? Am I one? So I read a book called Attached by Amir Levine and Rachel S.F. Heller. And they speak about the 3 different personality types, such as the avoidant, anxious, and secure. The avoidant, which is very much like childhood trauma number 1, is that they withdraw their energy and they don't like confrontation or going deeper in emotional intimacy. They like to keep their options open, and therefore this creates mixed signals, where the anxious type, when they receive mixed signals, I'm showing some interest and then I withdraw back, I'm showing some interest and I withdraw back. The anxious type becomes very needy towards the avoidant type, and they're looking for that validation. They're trying to figure out where they stand with the avoidant, and they prostitute their self-worth by showing their desperation for their love and wanting to receive love from them, which creates a lot of resentment towards the avoidant type. And then you have the secure type, who expresses their boundaries, their needs very clearly. They let you know where you stand with them, and they show commitment. They're consistent in their communication, and they are happy to express their love for you through words of affirmations, quality time together, acts of service, things like that. And my experiences of the avoidant personality types, which I understand from childhood trauma number 1, is that they fear life. They struggle to own their sacral sexual life force energy because they're afraid of their own existence in this physical world. They really struggle with time management and do not understand the concept or value the concept of time, linear time. And if you like to learn more about the 5 types of childhood traumas and how they really shape your personality and your perspective on life, you can click on the link below to learn more and register for this incredible insight and information into yourself and how you can successfully overcome the 5 types of childhood traumas in 3 months. So coming back to the avoidant personality types, let me paint a picture for you through my personal experiences. And I'm going to give a specific one which shows up in my personal life through female friendships. And I definitely have attracted a few avoidant female friends, and it drove me to the shit house. Being a previous anxious attachment style, I would want to make it happen. Set a time, date, location, let's lock it in, Eddie. Because I run by schedule. I have clients all over the world booking their appointments with me. There's only so much that I have in terms of a day off. And when I do have a day off, I like to either spend lunch with my mum, go to a spiritual event, connect with my lover, or just do nothing and just really focus on myself, as well as running my online and face-to-face events and traveling the world as well. So when I discovered that their personality is that they don't want to commit to a catch-up, instead they will just message me when it's in their flow that they are available for a catch-up, it didn't work or gel with me, especially with my personality type and the way I operate. And I felt like I didn't really have a say because it's like, this is my boundaries and I'm not moving it. And so, being an anxious type, they tend to break boundaries. They tend to overstep it because they want to figure out, with the avoidant type, where do I stand with you? You're not giving me a clear, direct answer. Tell me. So what I've learned through my experiences with them, as much as I love these girlfriends and perhaps resent them, is that I've learned that there is no point of putting time, effort, and energy into these friendships, because what I put in, I'm not getting that back, not in the same amount. And I've realized this is not worth my time, energy, and effort anymore. So I then start withdrawing my time and energy and effort and become an avoidant just like them. And I had to have a really direct, honest, and transparent text conversation with one of them about their behavior with catching up and not catching up 3 times in a row now. And I let her know that I didn't want to be friends with her. I was just not interested anymore. I'm not willing to tolerate that. And she wasn't apologetic for it because she honors and respects her style of catching up, but doesn't really recognize my style of catching up. So the other friend that would message me time to time, she would want a connection, and she would only message me when she wants the connection, and she would want to engage in a chat conversation. And I had to put a boundary with her and let her know that I'm not available on chat, and that chat is only for my clients and business inquiries, and that if you want to chat, let's meet face to face, because chat messages don't do it for me. And if you do not want to set a date, time, and location, we will just meet up whenever we're meant to meet up. And you know what? That method has worked out very well for me and her. So whenever she sees me, she doesn't approach me. And when she does approach me, she feels it's the right time for us to connect. And it worked out very well for both of us. So that's what I've learned from the avoidant personality type. You have to discern and work through, is this a friend or a relationship that's worth keeping? Do they respect and honor your operating system and how you will like to catch up? And if it's a no, it's not worth it. But if there is maybes and yes, then there's some way, shape, or form that you can work together around it. And what I also notice is that when we keep attracting avoidant personality types, what are the avoidant patterns that you and I are playing out that's attracting that? Because I've realized that when I experience avoidant personality type, I then become like them, where I start to withdraw my time and energy and effort away from them because my needs are not getting met. And when I do that, I start to do it in other places where people send me marketing texts and I know who they are, but I never expressed interest that I was interested in their healing event. But just because they came to my workshop or ceremonies, they decide to spam me with their marketing. And I just ignore it. And then I realize I keep receiving it because I'm avoiding it. And so do I choose to keep tolerating this by using my avoidance? Or do I choose to speak up and be direct and clear that I'm not interested? And that's exactly what I did. And at first I felt angry because after that text message, I wasn't acknowledged at all. And she made it personalized, which wasn't true. It wasn't a personalized text message. It was very generic because my name wasn't even on it. And she didn't even make an effort to connect with me. And I just blocked her completely because I felt my boundaries were not being honored. But at the same time, I recognized I co-created this experience where it took me such a long time to come to the realization that I should finally respond and not avoid. So, what are the practical ways that you can start breaking this avoidant pattern or behavior? Whether you are an avoidant personality type or you just simply express avoidant behaviors in some way, shape, or form, what I would suggest is, one, how and where are you withdrawing your life force energy? What are you afraid of that is causing you to hold yourself back, to withdraw, to contract your energy? Is it the fear of being seen? Is it the fear of existing in this physical world? Is it the fear of criticism? Is it the fear of rejection? Is it the fear of the unknown? Whatever it is, look into that fear and see where in your life do you do that? Do you withdraw that? And just noticing that when you withdraw and contract your energy, it is a reflection of your reality. So the universe will keep throwing you avoidant personality types until you break that pattern of avoiding. The other thing is, how can you respond instead of avoiding instead? So if there's something that's confronting or triggering, instead of not saying anything or avoiding or withdrawing, what if, and if even if the words aren't coming to you, what if you could just say, I need some time out, let me get back to you? Or what if you know the answer and give yourself permission to express it? So you're responding, not avoiding. And when you start to respond to life, to people, to experiences, the universe will show up for you in ways that's going to move you in a divinely manner. And the other thing in breaking the avoidant pattern is, where do you struggle to craft perfectionism within your mind? Because childhood trauma number one and the avoidance, they have a tendency to overanalyze a situation before they respond or withdraw, and they really think it through, and they don't want to hurt other people's feelings. So they get caught up in over-analysis paralysis, where they share this crafted perfect response so they don't get hurt and they don't hurt you because they care about you, but it's not coming from a place of heart and soul. So where can you just let go of perfectionism, let go of the overthinking and overanalyzing, so you can drop into your heart space and just communicate from your heart where you're at and be real, not perfect. So those are my practical tips in breaking away from the avoidant patterns, or if you are an avoidant personality type, these are the things that you really need to consider and implement on a day-to-day basis so you can fully show up for life. And if you feel called to dive deeper with me, then you might be interested in joining me live via Zoom for my full moon ancestral trauma clearing circle, which you can learn and find out more or book a spot in the link below to start rewriting your history, your story, the way you respond to life. I am also running a new moon divine abundance circle and ceremony via Zoom at my place in Bondi Beach. If you are ready for a spiritual, abundantly divine guided upgrade in your energetic field, in your emotions, in your attitude and approach to life, as well as what abundance means to you. And it doesn't necessarily mean money. It could be abundance in connection, relationships, health, energy, whatever that is for you. This ceremony is for you. So you can learn more or register a ticket below in the video description. And lastly, if you are ready to live a life beyond trauma, I am running my Transforming Trauma 2-day workshops or weekend immersions. And if you'd like to learn more about that in any city or country that's about to come up, please click on the link below and learn more. You can book a ticket as it's limited to 8 people maximum per workshop. And also you can book a free clarity call via Zoom with me to ask me any questions, concerns that you have, or if you're required to be on a payment plan. So my love, if you got something from this video, please do me a favor and subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can reach more people through these messages. You can share it with your loved ones, give this video a like or comment below. May this insight and download serve you for your highest good.